The purpose of this presentation is to show you how to access Class by RIT in Edugence. Class by RIT provides a list of learning statements and texts that show us what students are ready to learn. This presentation shows how to locate and navigate this report. For more information about how to interpret and use Class by RIT, contact the Assessment Department. We have several trainings we can provide for you about this tool. To access Edugence, go to pisd.edugence.com. Log on with your network username and password. Once you've logged in, there are two ways to access Class by RIT. There is a shortcut here under the Favorites link that will take you directly to Class by RIT. You can also click on the blue box next to Reports, and then select Plano Assessments from the left side of your screen. Class by RIT is in the purple box, and it is the last option. When you get to the report, depending on the permissions set up for you in Edugence, you may have the option of being able to see an entire grade level or an individual teacher's Class by RIT report. For the purpose of this presentation, Edugence has set up a test environment for us, so the student names and teacher names that you will see here are not actual student data and teacher data that we're sharing. For the purposes of this presentation, I'm just going to select Teacher, and so I've chosen her name from the drop-down menu, and then I'm going to select a class, which class belonging to this teacher that I would like to see, and I'll choose a math class. Now, I have chosen a math class, but you'll notice that right away I see reading map data. This is important for a math teacher to know. A math teacher needs to know how her students are performing in reading. The other thing to notice too is I have different versions of the reading map test here. This student up here has taken reading survey with goals 2 through 5, while the rest of the grade level has taken 6+. So different versions of the assessment will show up in different charts. Each student appears in every strand, and their overall score is in parentheses out to the side. A student's name will appear in the strand depending on how they performed in that particular strand. Now, as a math teacher, if I want to see how my students performed in math, I just need to change the test version over here in the top, from reading to math to science to language. But right now, I'm going to stick with reading because it is important for a math teacher to know how her students performed in reading. If I want to know what these students need to work on, I just need to click on the box with the students' names. All of these students all need to work on similar things because they all scored about the same in this particular strand. When I click on the box, it shows me a list of learning statements, which come directly from NWEA from MAP. This is what these students need to work on, what they are ready to learn next. Next to that, we see grade level texts. These grade level texts correspond to the learning statements. Edugence was able to do this side-by-side layout for us, which we think is very helpful in seeing the relationship between MAP and the text. Notice that this is for all students who are in 8th grade, who scored between the 211 to 220 range on print, phonics, and vocabulary. Notice on the right-hand side of the page I have some navigation options. I can navigate up and down to different RIT ranges. I can also navigate up and down between different grade levels depending on the needs of that particular student. We usually avoid going up a grade level until it's absolutely necessary because we want to avoid creating skill gaps for our students. You also have the option to print this page by clicking on the PDF icon in the top corner. For more information about how to use this tool, please contact the Assessment Department about Class by RIT trainings that are available.